Well, I guess I have to tell you about the time when I was hit by a car on the highway. I was about in the third grade, as I recall, and my stepdad had found at a local ranch an old broken down bicycle that he kind of fixed up. But one of the instructions I was given, do not go to the highway and ride that bicycle on the highway or anything other than just around our neighborhood. That was my instructions. Well, of course, lo and behold, a friend of mine had a bike. As I recall, he had a new bike, and mine was sort of a really old bike he kind of put together. And we went clear over to the highway, which was quite a ways. It had to be at least 3 to 5 miles away from the house. It isn't a long ways from the house. But I remember being on the side of the road, and my stepfather had put this old bike together, but he had not really he tightened down the handles, but there's one place where the handle just was kind of loose. And as I was there, I was riding along the road, this highway, and the handle started wobbling back and forth, and I couldn't really quite steer. And all of a sudden, it kind of forced me to steer across the road, and unfortunately there was a car coming that hit me I was not quite in the center of the car, but on the left side of the headlights. So I hit the headlights, and I think I went over the top of the car, and I was picked up by the people in the car, and they put me in the back seat, and I remember coming to in the back seat of that car, and a woman there kind of wiping the blood from my mouth and nose, and I knew I knew how to get to my home, so I told them the directions and how to get. So they took me to my house, and Mom answered the door, and she came in, and he called Dr. Stiles, who was a local doctor, and he actually came over to the house and checked me over and said, well, if he urinates any blood or anything, let me know, but I think he's going to be okay. I do remember urinating some blood, but I didn't tell my mom or didn't tell anybody. So anyway, that was my near-death experience of getting hit on the highway while I'm on a bicycle, and I'm thrown clear over the top of the car, luckily, rather than thrown underneath the car.